Congress Party MP who seems to be praising the Prime Minister and India's foreign policy. What would you say to that?
It is a personal opinion. It's not the party stand. Let me tell you very clear. And secondly, I don't know in which background he's saying like that. When Mr. Modi announced that he would get the war stopped.
Do you wish to hear what Mr. Tharoor said at the Raisina dialogue, Mr. Udit Raj? Because for you and the benefit of viewers, I can play that out. So you can have a better understanding where and in what context that he was speaking in. If it is possible, let's just replay and let Mr. Udit Raj hear what Mr. Shashi Tharoor was talking about.
Are you glad that India took the position it did? I mean, it carried on buying Russian oil and gas, for example.
Yes, I'm still wiping the egg off my face because I was the one person in the parliamentary debate who actually criticized the Indian position at the time, back in February 22. Well, a couple of years later, 3 years later, it does look like I'm the one with egg on my face because clearly the policy has meant that India has actually a prime minister who can hug both the president of Ukraine and the president of Moscow 2 weeks apart and be accepted in both places. And therefore, India is in a position where it can make a difference to a lasting peace if it was so required.
Well, that is the Congress MP Shashi Tharoor saying that India does find itself in a position where it can talk of lasting peace. But speaking to the American podcaster recently and AI researcher Lex Fridman, and in that first international podcast about India's stand on Russia-Ukraine conflict, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who reiterated his commitment for peace and stated that the resolution could only be achieved through negotiations and dialogue, but not on the battlefield. He also emphasized his good relations with both the presidents of Russia and Ukraine, and also expressing his ability to urge Russia to avoid war and remind Ukraine that real solutions cannot be found through conflict, regardless of international support.